Hi, Lance Walker at Michael Johnson Performance, and today we're showing you how we use the PowerVibe Zen Pro 5900 to enhance some of the basic strength exercises we do on a daily basis with our athletes. One of the more common exercise you see in most performance companies these days is a single leg Romanian deadlift with a dumbbell. And so what we're going to use is Brian as my subject, and he's going to demonstrate what we think is a proper technique for that exercise. And then one of the compensatory things that we typically see with our athletes that we need to trick them away from and utilizing technology to enhance or to improve before we dump load back on them. And so Brian's going to demonstrate a single arm, one leg dumbbell RDL. You'll notice the long straight line from the ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. And that's a very difficult position to get into for a lot of our athletes. And so one of the compensations we see, and this is going to be a combination of several of these, is flexion without hip extension, and even some rotation at the pelvis, and you see a lot of things begin to break down. We feel like this turns a very good exercise into a very bad or possibly dangerous exercise. And so what we want to do is utilize some of the exercises or corrective things that are out there that everybody seems to be doing in a vibration environment to trick up that system to make it better. And so one of the most common exercises that is done to improve that mechanic is the mini band RDL. And so what we can do for that is run this over his shoulder. And again, an exercise that's done the world over to correct this pattern. The difference being we take that same exercise and we apply it into a vibration environment and we get exponentially better results with our athletes. And so at this point, Brian now is going to be on the Vibe. The Zen Pro is set at 35 hertz. And now the addition of the band is feeding his body some of the necessities of the proper motor pattern, giving him better extension, thinking about longer levers. Again, a typical corrective pattern. However, the addition of the vibration environment enhances or upregulates the system. It takes less reps for us now to ingrain the new pattern. And where we're utilizing this is also somewhat uncommon, is now we're using this in between sets of the loaded pattern to upregulate the system. And so once we've gotten our repetitions there, we're back over to the loaded set, and now we've got a potentiated nervous system. And typically what we see when they come off the Vibe and any kind of basic reactive training that we might add to that, or compensatory training, we get a deeper, more ingrained, more robust motor pattern away from some of those compensatory things that we saw before. So a great way of utilizing vibration training and the PowerVibe to improve your technique in a single leg Romanian deadlift.